Bearded Muddah here. I think I may have figured out my problem on yesterday's romp. A lot of belt slipping issues, trying to do wheelies type of stuff, but in the mud hole I didn't. I don't understand this still, but I don't know if you can see it, but right there, that belt is not going all the way into this pulley. So I don't know if that's my belt slipping issue or not, but I'm going to change that pulley out so the belt goes all the way into the V. I'm going to have to change out the rear pulley because I think the 3.5 is just a little bit too small. I'm going to go up to a 4, and I got a 4.5 on the front. I'm going to keep that there for now, and we're going to go from there, see what happens. Well, I got the tractor in the way that it is. I did say I was going to do an overview of how I built this. So, here we go. This is about an early 90s John Deere frame. I got a Sabre body, which is made by John Deere, but completely different on every aspect of the whole fucking tractor. I had to do a shit ton of work to get this to where it is now. We'll start at the front. This right here, that's the original John Deere front end mount. Well, the Sabre wouldn't line up, and I wanted the cast iron, grease points, blah blah, all the good stuff. So I decided I was going to put that in. Well, I had to cut this here is the mount for the Sabre. I cut that out, did a little cutting, welded that in, and gave me about 1.7/8 to 2 inches of front end lift, which on the trail, the more clearance you have, the better you get. You get I had to extend the steering 2 inches too, and then this piece here is the steering arm that goes out to the front. I had to put a little angle line on that because I bent that on the previous romp, but there's videos of that. That there is the underside, that's my gas pedal. The T-clutch, adjustable spring, the front mount on the transmission, and the rear mounts on the transmission, which, if you haven't seen the other video, go check it out, it's on YouTube. I think that's pretty much for the underside. Let me set this thing down. Here's the top side of Busta. Start here with the gas pedal. Here's the top side of that. This one here was my original gas pedal, but I didn't like it, so I went with this, which is the forward pedal of the hydrostatic John Deere riding lawnmower. I got a 4-wheeler rack. Just a simple rack on the back. Got that going down just with a piece of square tube. I had to extend out my trailer hitch point so I can still put my trailer on, but that's no biggie there. Got a D-ring with a strap hooked up. Comes up and goes into an ammo box, all mounted right up to the rack. Toolbox, you know, all that good stuff. Stuff that you need. Over here, this might be not the easiest. Definitely not the best weld jobs, but they hold. This here is how I got my shifter set up. Comes in, comes down, comes over. Same thing on that side. Then goes down to my shifter. I think I have to adjust that a little bit. I think I'm only getting to 5th gear. I don't think I'm getting 6 out of this MST 206. But it's hard to judge sometimes. With the battery mounted in the center. Nice little handle there to hold on to on the trail. Makes a world of difference, I believe. So don't that steering knob there. That helps. Don't go be doing too fast though when you have that going, because that's not so fun. But I use the original key switch to turn it on and off. Or sorry, not to turn it off, just turn it on and get my charging. And then the original backup button on this Sabre is the kill switch. I'll lift it up here. You get an 18 horse OHV Briggs & Stratton. It's burning oil like a bastard, so I'm probably going to have to transplant that one out and put something else in. Homemade exhaust, a little stack. That there is a old propane tank that you use for a grill, and just a piece of fence pipe. Cut a couple holes, boogered the shit out of it. Do you see that weld? But it don't leak. Go figure. Not the greatest welder in the world, but hey, I just learned like 3 months ago. This here is how I mounted up the hood. Freaking worked out perfectly. These two freaking bolt holes lined up mint with these door hinges. And then I just tacked it on down here on the bumper. The bumper, completely homemade out of a piece of, I want to say 3.5 or 4 inch C channel. Probably quarter or so thick. Like I said, my welds aren't the prettiest, but I just started learning all this stuff not too long ago. So I mean, anybody can do it. I've never picked up a welder. And you know, here I am today. Made it out of the woods this time. Little issues here or there, but I mean, hey, not a big deal. Clutch rod, that's still the same clutch from the Sabre, just modified a little bit underneath, not too bad. We got Blackwater ITP. I can't remember the size. Hold on. 22 12.5/8. I highly recommend these tires. I love these style tread.